It's Patrick at Pals. This is something that's done almost every day at Pals. We're balancing a tire. That's a brand new tire. Kendall has got this rim broken down. The old tire's off it, new tire's ready to go on. And we're going to demo how you put a tire on a rim.
All right, first off, got it secure on the machine, and we're going to change out the valve stem.
Okay. So you always put a new valve stem in because that's a rubber component, and if it's weak or cracked, it would break and cause the customer the inconvenience of having a flat. So we price that in with the job. New valve stems. And of course, folks, this is a steel wheel. You know, we also have aluminum wheels as well, but this is steel. And this is really something you don't see that much anymore. This is a 15-inch wheel, and you know, most of them are 18 and 19 and 20. Back in the 80s, this was a big deal, 15-inch, and then they went to 16, and then it just kind of morphed from there. But 15 is completely sufficient. It'll do a good job.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
With the DOT, you always try to put the DOT number on the outside, so if there is any kind of issue, they can look at it if there's a car accident or anything. That's what that's there for.
So what is a DOT number?
So that's a tracking number to know what factory produced the tire, when it was produced. So if they have a string of blowouts with that same tire, they can go back to that set of tires during that time it was made, and find if there's an issue or a defect with that tire.
And let's zero in on that, Kendall. Show me where that DOT number is and what it looks like.
DOT is right here. It's going to say DOT. Now this is I believe your factory code and where it was produced, and then this is going to be the week and year of the tire make.
And what does that say on that week and year? It's kind of hard to see.
It's going to be 29, so that's the 29th week, and 2023.
So it's 29th week of this year. And you know, folks, when you're buying a used car, you want to take a look at the age of the tires. If they're more than 5 years old, you know, you really probably want to retire the car. And if you have a car that's been in your garage and in your stable for 5 years with the original tires, it's time to put new ones on. No matter how good they look, they can break down and you could have a problem.
Yep.
All right, so now you've just mounted the tire onto the rim. Now you've got to seal the beads, right?
That's correct.
And what that means, folks, is he's going to bring the tire up to the rim, up to the base, the face of the rim.
Right in here.
Right in there. The way we do that
so this, in certain cases, if the tire's stored for a long period of time, the beads will be pushed in. So the best and most efficient way to get that in there, or bring those beads up to the rim, you have to add some more air pressure to it. So it's going to get a little loud. But
and that's called a bead blaster, right?
That's correct.
It's going to blast air in there. Here we go. Sounds like a shotgun going off. How about that, folks? So that's got that piece of the rim up. Now the rest of it's coming up. And the same thing is happening on the bottom, folks. It's all coming together. And now he's going to watch his gauge, and he'll make sure that he gets the approximate pressure into it.
Yep.
And then we'll check it out.
I usually go a little over because you're going to pull it off. Air's going to escape. Should be pretty close once you're done.
So right now you're putting in the valve stem, and that's what holds the air in. And we're going to check the air pressure.
We're at 40, so I'll bring it down to 35.
Okay.
And Hondas usually range around 32 to 35.
32 to 35 pounds. Okay. And of course, we'll check all this again once we get it mounted on the car and before we send it home. So now, folks, the next step is after Kendall's got the tire mounted, we need to come over to the balance machine. And this is our balancer. And so what we're going to do, we've spun it up, and you can see these should be within 0.25, but they're 1 and 5. So they're a half ounce, they're an ounce on one side and a half ounce on the other. So that's why we add all these weights in. So Kendall's going to demonstrate how we add the weights and where.
So I'm going to grab an ounce weight on the left side here and a half ounce on the outside.
So the inside is the ounce, that's on the inside, and the outside is a half ounce. So he'll put those weights onto it. He's going to hammer them on. Then we'll respin this tire and make sure that it's balanced. And what that's going to do, balancing keeps the tire from bouncing going down the road. And if you don't balance your tires, you'll have a condition called scalloping, and it'll actually indent the tires from bouncing. So you want to prevent that. You want a smooth ride.
So we get it to where it's blinking on that side?
Okay? So it's right in the center. Yep. That's right where we need to mount that.
That's where we need to put it. Right here
okay.
at the top.
All right on the top.
Hammer it on, go to the next one.
Now the next one is the ounce, and he's bringing it up. See where it's right in the middle, folks? Okay. And now you're going to set that right at 12 o'clock. It's a science, but it's not as exacting as some things.
Yep.
Okay, so now we're spinning it.
We got a 0.
And look we got double zeros. That's exactly what we want. So that tire is balanced and ready to go.
That's correct.
We'll get the next one and so on. And then we'll put them on the car, recheck the air pressure, we'll test drive it, make sure everything's ready to go. If your car needs new tires or needs the old tires balanced, bring it to PALS. See you soon.